EVO 2021 is over now, and we got all our amazing fights, our excellent gameplay, our grand finals, and Hotashi saving us all from Sonic Fox dominating Guilty Gear Strive. Yay! But honestly, Sonic Fox being the villain of the week for the FGC was one of the biggest events of this EVO tournament. Since we talked about villains in our last video, let's switch gears up a little bit this time. This time, we're going to be talking about heroes, and why they're necessary in fighting games and beyond. Now, when I say heroes, I mean heroes as in within the game, and our own personal heroes. And the thing I want to talk about is, why is it so important to see your favorite players and characters do well? The legendary rock and roll Hall of Famer Jim Morrison once said, "The most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. You trade in your sense for an act. You give up your ability to feel, and in exchange, put on a mask. There can't be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's got to happen inside first." Now from this, it's clear that to have an impactful character, you need to have some sort of personal change to happen to them. It's why characters created in video games often have unique personalities that are developed by their creators. The best ones have lots of detail packed into them to make them relatable to the player. They have a way of life, an ethos, a journey, a struggle, and a conclusion. But most important of all, they need to establish a connection with whoever is playing them. Characters need to resonate with players, so that they can either serve as windows into the game, or portray an idealized version of an individual, something that they often aspire to. It's these characters that we call heroes. Now, the hero character doesn't have to be the protagonist, but they generally do follow a certain archetype. Now, generally speaking, we consider heroes as people who encounter an event that sets them on a journey. They have a special weapon to help them, they encounter guidance or assistance along the way, they face challenges and crises, they learn how to overcome them, and in doing so, gain a reward that changes their life forever. Now from this illustration, we can see that the path to being a hero isn't easy. It requires a lot of determination, a lot of guidance, and plenty of sacrifices. However, the reward for all of it is transformative. It changes the hero, makes them stronger, wiser, and more successful. This is why we like heroes. It's because as people, we like to hear about success stories. We like the underdogs. We like the people who rise up to the challenge. It's why feats like EVO Moment 37 are so well loved in the community. Because when we look at Daigo Umehara flawlessly parrying a super, where even one frame missed could have been utter disaster, we see a person rise to the challenge and accomplish the impossible. Video games, be they single player or multiplayer, are always designed to be challenging. They operate on a certain set of parameters, and they train a player's ability within those parameters and then test them to see how well they can do within those constraints. This principle stands for whether you play games like Tekken, King of Fighters, Cyberpunk, Dota 2, Guilty Gear, or even something like Fashion Police Squad. Go check it out, it's an amazing game. Now, to be good at a game, people have to dedicate themselves to the craft. It requires learning tech, understanding frame data, creating builds, developing strategies, or even exploiting glitches in their favor. It's something speedrunners and pro players do all the time, and it's something that we, as an audience, enjoy as a spectacle. These people often face rivals. They face challenges, adversity, pressure, and oftentimes loss. And from all of that, they learn to live with their failures. They work hard to overcome them, and then come back at it stronger. In essence, they keep going in spite of the odds. And they gain victories that then change them. Sound familiar? Well, these people are heroes in their own stories. The anime protagonist fighting to rise up to the challenge. Now, here's something that's really interesting about the whole hero dynamic. These people, who we call heroes, weren't always the heroes that we know them to be. Because they were once the fan. The fan character is one that works in tandem with the hero. It's basically a character that idolizes the hero and is inspired by them. Their aspiration to be like the hero sets them off on their own journey. The result of which is either that they rival the hero, they surpass the hero, or they find a way of their own. And we see this in lots of fighting games. Sakura sees a hero in Ryu. Shingo sees a hero in Kyokusanagi. Link Xiaoyu sees a hero in Jin Kazama. And Gohan sees a hero in Piccolo. Now, if we apply this model to the real world, we'll find that all our pro players are just like that. They get inspired by other heroes just like them, however ordinary they are. This means that heroes are in the making every single day. It's you, it's me, it's all of us. It's not our status that defines our heroism. It's the conquering of our fears and the never-ending determination to win the prize that changes us forever. Joseph Campbell, an American professor of literature, once said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." The hero's journey is never-ending. It is a cycle of purpose, struggle, growth, and transcendence. We all go through challenges that make us who we are. And it's why heroes are so important. It's because they fuel us to go out and encounter those challenges. It's because of that one key factor that all of us need to rise up. Our raison d'être. It's to be better than who we are today. And become the heroes that we were meant to be. This is Silver Fox. Thank you so much for watching.